Try that. Is it better? Can we hear now? You know what? You can't hear me. Let's see. I'm going to give it 10 seconds. You said yes. You said yes. Does that mean yes, there is sound? Yeah, you have sound. Yeah, all it was I hadn't brought my phone online. That's all it was. And my phone is my audio. So if I'm using my phone as an audio source, I need to make sure it's in the stream, and it wasn't. So my apologies. Do you know what? I ran a day for my team on Saturday, and we used this software. And after Friday night, when I had all those audio issues, I was pretty worried. I was really nervous about how Saturday would go. And guess what? It went off without a hitch. Not a single, well, hardly any issues. A couple of minor audio issues early in the day, and then it just went like a dream. So I was so happy about that. Hi, Joan. Hi, Sue. Everyone's got sound now. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. I know what I did wrong. So there we go. There's just so many little things to get. It's like getting all your ducks in a row so everything is perfect before I go live. And if I miss one thing, which I had missed one thing, I'd missed bringing my phone in, which is my audio source. That was where my problem was. It was a great day. Thank you, Sue. If any of the girls are here who attended Saturday's event, it was an online event. I have never done a virtual event, an all-day virtual event before. And I was really worried about how it was going to go because we did some in Zoom so we could all talk to each other. We did some on Facebook. We had some pre-recorded YouTube stuff. We had all sorts of things coming together, and trying to keep all of that going. That's what I was nervous about, and it worked. We had a fantastic day. So I was absolutely delighted that it all went off almost without a hitch. So if only I could get my Friday and Sunday nights to go off without a hitch as well. Hey, that's okay. Oh, thanks, Bronwyn. I'm glad you loved it. It was a lot of fun. So for anyone who, if you're a crafter and you're looking for a community of great girls, we have the best team, I swear. The girls in my group are just awesome. And I'm so, so proud to lead a team of such awesome girls. So we had the best time. It was really, really good. We did some really great make and takes. Would you like to see the make and takes that we made? You may have seen some of them already because some of the girls have been posting them. So in no particular order, let me grab them. Okay, what did we do? We did this one, this one, this one, and this one. Here we go. So this is what we did. Hey, Barb, nice to see you. I've got a couple of people on Facebook saying hello, but I don't know who they are. Hi, Sunny. Sunny, I'm sorry I haven't been able to talk to you yet. I was absolutely flat out yesterday, but tomorrow. It'll be good to chat tomorrow, so be awesome. So this is the first one that we did, this one here, and it's a really simple one, but we used the DSP from the Heart and Home there at the back, and then you sponged over it with our blending brushes. The color is Garden Green. It's not a color I use very much, but I like this. I think it worked out really, really well. So that was the first one. Are you finishing off the rainbow card and the box? Well, I'm just going to show them now. Actually, the next one we did was a mask. So that was kind of the card that I had as a sample card, which was a masked card. And we've got that marvelous paper there in the background. And then the images with the butterflies. What is it? I always forget the name of it. I know it's on page 65 of the mini catalogue, so I do know that. Let me just quickly look and I'll tell you what they're officially called. Butterflies and Flowers. Look, see there. Butterflies and Flowers Layering Decorative Masks. That's them. Cool, huh? And there's 6 of them in a pack, and we use them. I let people choose which design they wanted to go with. So this was just an example, and I had included the marvelous paper, but I gave them also the option, if they preferred, they could use the mask to make the background paper, so make their own DSP. So that was sort of like exactly the same items, because I sent out all the supplies. So exactly the same items, but then they could put their own spin on it, and everyone came up with different things. Some people use the butterflies, some people use the flowers. Yeah, they're fantastic. Weren't they fun? And I included the masks in their packs as well. So that was really fun. Then this is the little box we made. This has got like an acetate window, okay, and it's got the Hive embossing folder here on this bit of vellum, which You can kind of see there a little not butterfly. He's not a butterfly. He is a bee. This is a bee, guys. But I used the ladybug punch to make the bee. So that was kind of cool. If anyone wants to see how I did that. Yeah, the boxes were fun, Jody. I'm glad you like them because they're really fun. I love the words. This is from that Hello Ladybug stamp set. It says you can bug me anytime. I like that. And there's also a little bit of the bumblebee, appropriately named Bumblebee Gingham ribbon on there as well. So yeah, they turned out really nice. The box opens at the bottom. See, you have to have it opening at the bottom in order to be able to cut out the heart. And I may do a little video to show how to do that at some point. I'll do a different card because I'll keep this particular box design with exactly this box design just for the girls on Saturday. But we'll have something similar. Now, some of you may remember a few weeks ago, I did a video, it's on YouTube now, of this little flap card, and you take this little bit of ribbon off, and then the flap comes down, the clouds come down, and the card opens up like that. Okay, and I did that one. It's on YouTube from about maybe, it's not more than 2 weeks ago. It's quite recent, maybe a week and a half, something like that. But I was really happy with how that turned out. I thought it was nice. And we did our version of that on Saturday with the girls, and we did this one. Okay, so I did it on Pool Party, and we have the glittery rainbow bits in the pink and the blue. Well, actually, you know what? It's not blue. It's Iridescent Pool Party. Some people swear to me, see, I think this color, this is Pool Party, I think it's blue. But a lot of people think it's green because it does have a green undertone to it. So, you know, some people say blue, some people say green. The clouds are cut from the Sunshine and Rainbows paper, which there's the clouds from that paper. And so you just punch them out. Cool. Very, very cool. And then the stamp is from the rainbow, what's it called, the rainbow set? There you go. Rainbow of Happiness. It's from that one. And that's that one at the top that says, you make me happy. All right, so I really, really love this set. At some point, I'm going to do a class with this because it's so versatile and you can do so many things with it. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but rainbows are in. Has anyone noticed that? Rainbows are in right now. If you go into a home decor shop like Bed Bath and Table or, you know, Domain, or up here on the coast, we've got Montage and Magnolia, and they've all got rainbow stuff. Rainbows on mugs, rainbows on T-shirts. So you look out for those. Yeah, I'll definitely do a video, Jody, definitely. So, yep, Cookie's here, Jenny. He's here and saying hi. Okay, all right. How are you, Cindy? Did you have a nice weekend? I am still coming down from my high of yesterday. I was just absolutely delighted. You know what? You know it's a good day when there's tears, happy tears. We had a couple of emotional moments. And some people were just, you know, talking about how much Stampin' Up and the Stampin' Up community means to them. And it was really lovely. And when you realize that it's made such an impact on people's lives, that's when you go, wow, okay, you know, I get where that emotion comes from. All right. I think I might switch over. I'm thinking about doing a couple of things. I want to show you some DSP tonight, and let's play around with that and see what we can do. I'm going to switch over to the desk view, the desk camera, and then we'll see how we go from there. Here we go. All right. So I've got my mini catalogue here, and I've got a couple of new favorite DSP packs that I've received in just the last little bit, and I'd love to hear which ones you like and what you think. Oh, Stampin' Up anniversary next month, Jenny. How many years is that? That's exciting. Oh, that's good, Cindy. Oh, 12 days. Doesn't that sound like a beautiful holiday? Fantastic. Good on you. I feel like I haven't been anywhere in forever, and we haven't, you know, with all the pandemic and everything. I mean, normally our holidays are the Stampin' Up trips, and we might tack a week or two onto those to really have a bit of, you know, some time away. And because there's been no trips, we've not had a holiday. We've just stayed right here. So 6 years, Jenny, that's awesome. So yeah, it makes me a bit sad because I'm really missing. I do feel like I need a break at some point, and I guess that's going to happen. But we should have been traveling to the Caribbean in May, which of course is not happening. So Stampin' Up this year is paying us out, and they paid us out last year and the year before. This year, however, we're getting a larger payout than usual. This was like a one-off kind of a thing because they cancelled the trip for everybody. Hey, Katrina, how you going? So with that in mind, we've got some money coming in May when that happens, and maybe I'd like to think, I know I need a new computer and I'm going to have to spend some money, quite a lot of the money on that. But if there's any left over, I'm thinking maybe we can have a few days away somewhere and call that our little Stampin' Up mini trip. I don't know, maybe. What do you think? So that might be good. All right, so we have our beautiful mini catalogue, and I'm going to show you a couple of new things. So I'm going to show you something. Let's get rid of that because I'm going to show you something that's not in the catalogue and it's new, okay? And I don't have the stamp set and the dies yet. They are on my list of things to get. This is a new bundle called All Together, but I did get 2 parts of the bundle. I got the paper and I got the blends. Whoop, that's not even all of them. Here they are. So these are the new, I think they're called Skin Tone Collection. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome, Brahman? We'll definitely have to come over and visit. Even if it's a weekend, we'll come on over, you know. I haven't been to Adelaide for years. When I went there for work a few times, and I went there when I was much, much younger, but I haven't. My brother lived there for a couple of years, and we went to his graduation from Bible college when he was over in Adelaide. So yeah, that was some years ago. But anyway, all right, so these are the new skin tone blends. I'm just going to double check that that is officially what they are called, because I don't want to give you the wrong name. You can buy, if you love lots of skin tones and you think you're going to have a need for all of them, you can buy them as a bundle, all of these. You can buy the whole lot as a bundle with the dies and the stamps, but I just got the blends and the paper. And part of the reason I did that was because you can colour in some of the paper with the blends and end up with all sorts of really cool designs. So I'm just sorry, I'm just distracted by a bush turkey outside my window right this second. Right, literally right outside the window. If the window is down, I can nearly touch him. All right, so the All Together Suite features. Let's have a little look. You can buy all the blends in their 2 packs, okay? And they're different to usual. Then you know how normally you get a dark and a light? These are actually 2 different tones in the 1 pack. So they're not actually a dark and a light. They're slightly different tones. But they do come. So this pack is the light ones. They're the lightest. And then there's medium light. And then they get darker and darker. Okay, so you've got medium deep. And you've got deep. I think this one's just deep. So they're the darkest. But lots and lots of different tones to match up with lots of different people, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, it's called the Natural, it's not called Skin Tones, it's called Natural Tones Stamp and Blends Collection if you want the whole lot. And the whole lot as a bundle, 1, 2, 3, 5 pairs to have 10 different colors. Altogether that's $78.75 here in Australia. Okay, so the Here Together bundle is $85.80, which is dies and stamps. This is the paper. Now, I do really like the paper because you've got some pieces that, like you can see, obviously colour in. Lots and lots of black. It's all black and white, okay? Lots of different designs. Really, really cool. And then on the back, you've got, you know, different ones again. And I've done a few things with them. I did a really cool little tulip card the other day with this paper. Actually, it wasn't that one. It was the one with the circles. It has hearts on one side. It's this one. There's that one there. It's got little tiny hearts in the black. And on the back, it's got sort of fabric circles, which is kind of cool. So I used that on a tulip card the other day. You might have seen it. It has purple tulips. And I posted it to Instagram. Did anyone remember that one? Not the stamp set. Yeah, look, I haven't decided whether it's me yet either, Jean. I'm still deciding, and that's why I haven't bought it yet. I'm on the fence with the stamp set and the dies, but I do really, really love the paper. I mean, I'm a big fan of black and white anyway. I always love black and white. I just think it's, you know, amazing. But I thought let's just do a little bit of colouring with these and have a little bit of a play. So we could do the hands. I mean, the hands are nice. I like them. Let's see what else we could colour. So some of the designs, obviously, you can't colour because they're, you know, really dark. This one's cool with the hands kind of, my paper just went everywhere. With the hands sort of holding each other. Oop, that went through too many. Then there's little pinky promise fingers. That's what that reminds me of. They're really nice black and white designs. You could use them in so many different ways. You certainly wouldn't have to just use them with that stamp set. Okay, I saw, we were talking about Jody. You need to pay attention, honey, because this is something you're going to like. I saw Terry Gaines, who's a demo in the US. She did a bumblebee with the ladybug punch, but instead of doing like what I did, so I did mine with a black bumblebee and a yellow one and cut the stripes. She actually did it like this. She used stripy paper, the paper that's in the pattern party stuff, this one that we used the other night for the combi, that has black and white on the back as well. So you need black and white stripy paper, and then all you do is you come in here and you punch your bumblebee or your ladybug that's pretending to be a bumblebee. And let me just, okay, just like that. Okay, so you got a black and white bumblebee, and then she got her yellow blends. Is this, what color is this? This is daffodil. This is a dark daffodil. Okay, but you could use Mango Melody as well, and she colored them in to make the stripes. Isn't that cute? So that's a really easy way to use your ladybug punch to make a little stripy bumblebee. So that's, yeah, I know, I agree. And so when it's a limited release thing, you have to really love it, I think, if it's a limited release, Jean. That's my, oh, 5 years. That's good, Jenny. I think you get a little something for 5 years. You get a pin in the mail, and I'm not sure, I think maybe a bit of a product voucher as well, maybe, but I don't quote me on that because I can't remember. But you should look it up. It'll tell you in the compensation plan thingy. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And then I see here I've got a bit of white on his antenna, so I'm just going to color that to make them black. Okay, and then we've got a little bumblebee. But anyway, gives you an idea. I didn't do him very straight, but it gives you a bit of an idea of how easy that is to do. And then when you put the wings on, no one really cares if it's straight or not. So that's a good idea. And that was Terry Gaines. Okay, if you're looking for the mastermind of that idea, not my idea. I'd like to take credit for something like that, but I can't because it's not my idea. So so there you go. Just thought that might give you a little idea as well. I'm going to have the video that I'm working on with the ladybug punch or the ladybug bundle has going to have a lot of little tips like that in it. Okay, so different ways to, oh, I've gone blurry, someone said. Karen, I'm assuming that is you because it says Stephen, but I'm assuming that's you, Karen, because I don't know very many fonties. Is everyone else finding it's gone blurry? Has it gone blurry for anyone else? And oh yes, the black dimensionals on the back of the bee. Exactly. Okay, so I cut my bee out originally with the black cardstock. That was the one that I used on here. And then yes, you could use black dimensionals behind him. Black dimensionals, if you don't have any, are fantastic when you're working with dark colors. Not blurry. Clear, says Sunny. Oh, it might be your internet, Karen. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's interesting. So sorry. So everyone else is saying they're okay. They're not blurry. So might be something going on with your internet there. Sorry about that, Karen. I hope it comes good. All right, so let's have a little look. What shall we color? And I'm just going to have a bit of a play. I'm thinking maybe we just go with this very top one because I quite like these. So their hands reaching out. And let's have a little look and see how the colors look next to each other. So I noticed, for example, this one, these are the light ones, okay? And one is a bit more pinkish, all right? So they're not different light and dark. They're like different tones. So let's have a little look and let's start with, so the good thing about blends is that the color spreads quite quickly. So they're very, very quick and easy to color with. The secret is when you're using them, just float the tip over the paper. Don't rub it like you would normally a texter, okay? I'm really going soft And the reason why is because it's very easy to damage the ends of your blends. That rhymes, but hey. Now, you might see I didn't quite fill it all in, but the alcohol kind of evaporates and they blend together, okay? So it actually makes it a little bit more realistic than, say if you're using textures, you don't get that same effect. So I'm going to use the same. Well, let's just use all different ones next to each other, and I'll show you what I mean about different tones. This one is definitely more pink. All right, so it's almost definitely a pinky tone. If I was this color, I'd be worried I had a bit of sunburn, actually. But some people are a bit pink. I remember when I was at school, when I was young, a couple of times I had people accuse me of wearing makeup, but I was one of those kids that just had a lot of blush in my cheeks naturally. Like I was quite pink. Can you see the difference between those two colors? So they are quite different, even though they are the two light ones. Okay, I've been putting mine back in the paper and in the plastic just to keep them together so I know which ones are which, because they have a code number on them. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get my label machine out and I'm actually going to put on them, you know, light 1 and light 2 or something like that, because that makes more sense to me so I don't get them mixed up. But at the moment, I'm just sort of keeping them. So let's go up to the next one. So these are the medium light. Yep, medium light. Oh, that's okay. You know what? And that's the thing. Everybody's different, right? So if you don't think it's you, it's quite your thing, then that's all right. I think they've brought this out in, you know, response to the whole, you know, everybody, you know, all lives matter kind of thing, or however, I don't know the right thing. I don't want to get into a political argument with anyone, so I'm not gonna even try. But I think what is nice to know is that they have done something in response to that you know, it's very important to some people. So hey Marcy, how are you going? Nice to see you. I saw you're on Elite. How are you enjoying that? You enjoying it? I hope you are. I absolutely love it, and it's made a big difference to me. All right, so we're moving up. Can you see we're getting a little bit darker now? So you know, it definitely is nice to be able to honor different nationalities, and I think that's a really cool thing. I don't have a lot of stamps that need to be colored in skin tones. The only one that I really have at the moment is that In the Moment set. Does everyone know the one I mean? This one. See, there's some skin tones, not a lot, but you know, arms and faces and things like that to be colored here. The other thing these are really good for is for coloring like animals as well. So, you know, like to we have a hedgehog that is great to color, or you know, a deer or something like that. These colors, some of these are really good for those. So now I'm up to, I'm getting quite a bit darker now. This one is the medium dark, I think. No, this is just medium, this one. And then we've got medium dark, and then we've got dark. Okay, so we've still got a lot to go through, and we've only got 3 hands left, so I might just pick one of these. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. An extra way to share kindness. That's exactly very well. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're liking Elite, Marcy. It's been so good. Seriously, I have changed a lot of things I'm doing because of that. So what Marcy and I are talking about, there's like a business coaching group that we're in, and I have learned so much being in that group, and it's been very, very beneficial to my business. So you know, it's just helped me. I guess it's helped me do this job better, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Not that I think I was doing it badly, but just it's given me a new take, and I'm understanding better what it is I need to do to connect with people. That's really what it's about. So, you know, it's never a bad thing to have help on stuff like that, right? So you see now we're starting to get quite a bit darker. I might just pick one of the medium deeps. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll do both. I'm not wanting to leave any out, but we haven't got enough hands to do all them all. So this one's quite dark. And then there's a darker set than this even altogether. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I am actually going to make a very, very quick card with this particular one now that I've done it. And then I've got 2 more packs of DSP to show you that I absolutely love. One I've showed you before and one I haven't shown you before. And it's possibly one of my new favorites. We also have some new paper coming out for demonstrators this month on pre-order. That is possibly one of my favorite papers ever, ever, ever. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. And I'll tell you the name of it because I love the name of it. It's called The Waves of the Ocean. You will see that next month. That's coming out for customers next month, and I'm quite excited about it. Let's go this one here. This one's got a bit of a pinky reddish, but quite dark tone. All right, so I think these do look really nice. Now, if I had more time, I would probably do the background as well, but I'm not going to. But I'm going to cut this piece, and then we're going to make a very quick card with it. Now, because I don't have the stamp set, I can't use any of the words, and there's some really nice words that go with this set. And also the dies, there's one that says You Matter, and there's one that says, I'm trying to remember what they all are. Have a quick look, otherwise I will get it wrong. So there's 2 dies, one that says You Matter and one that says Here for You. And in the stamp set, there's one that says Love Changes Everything. I'm having trouble reading it with my glasses. You matter to me. Every act of kindness changes the world, and we'll get through this together. Now, we'll get through this together in our, and maybe I'll use that on this card, in our Blessings of Home set as well. So let's bring this in. And I'm going to go straight down the middle. These are 6x6 sheets, so we're going to go straight down the middle at the 3-inch mark. There we go. And I might need to shorten this a tiny, tiny bit. We'll see. Is it 6? Yeah, it is 6. So I'm gonna take a little bit off here. Right. And maybe a tiny bit off here too. So we've still got all our hands. We haven't lost anybody, but there we go. All right. So I'm thinking let's have a little look at some of this gorgeous black and white paper. I mean, so nice. I like this one, but it makes my eyes go funny. Make anybody else's eyes go funny? Makes me think, you know, a bit psychedelic, but it kind of looks nice behind that, doesn't it? Doesn't that look cool? What else? I rather like the circles. So you've got leaves on one side here, and then we've got circles on the back. And they're not even circles. They're all like odd shapes, and that's rather nice. I like that too. Oh, would be good for a new animal set. Good point. Hello, Linda. I'm from the Central Coast too. Nice to meet you. Whereabouts on the coast are you? The waves, Jodie, are gorgeous. It's just beautiful. At my team day on Saturday, one of the presenters, I had Susan Campfield from the US, and she did a demonstration for us with the new Waves of the Ocean promotion. Even it's called Waves of the Ocean Collection. I like calling it, Brian Pilling, who's one of our managers at Stampin'Up, he calls it the Waves of the Ocean promotion, and I love that. I think it sounds so good. So that's what we're calling it. We're calling it the Waves of the Ocean promotion. So I've just got to work out which, that's nice too. See, I like this one as well. That one this looks a little bit Aboriginal, don't you think? I don't know. Maybe I mean, obviously not the colors, but the design is a little. Anyway, I'm leaning between one of those. Kind of really graphic, all of them. What do you guys think? Oh, thank you so much, Linda. That's lovely of you. Oh, Megan's here. Hello, Megan. How you going? Jillaby is a beautiful spot. I used to go out there when we had a lady out that way that looked after our cockatiel, and he used to go and visit at her house whenever we went on holidays many years ago. I know, isn't the ocean promotion beautiful, Marcy? I love it too. Yep. We haven't got it because the paper and the rhinestones are not yet available in the South Pacific because, you know, everything shipping to here seems to take so long. But it's absolutely beautiful. You think this one, Joan? The one it's resting on now, so is Michelle. Okay. No, the background paper is black and white. It does look like it could be early espresso, but you guys are thinking you like this one? That's the one that's on the small dot paper. Okay, let's go. A few people have said that, so let's do it. Okay. I'm just looking to see how wide this is, and I think I'll make it right here. So I'm making it to fit. This is going to be a card front size. This is going to be very, very simple. It's not, certainly not a very difficult or a very complicated card. And I'm thinking maybe I push that up a little, or maybe I don't. I don't know. So in the Blessings of Home, we've got one that says we can get through anything together. And I think that might go really nice with this, given that I don't have the stamp set. What do you guys think? Let me see. Oh, yep, there it is. I was thinking for a second I'd taken it out, but I just wasn't looking in the right place. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you. All right. And we could do this in early espresso, as was just suggested, or we can just do it in black. I'm thinking maybe, let's have a little look. We could use our everyday label punch, but it's a bit wide, and I don't want to cover up too much of the hands. I could move the hands up a little bit. That would work. Or I could put it at the top, but I don't want to cut too much off either. I'm just worried this might be. We could also do, we can get through anything together through the small oval, but we will get it in the big oval with the scallops. That would work. What do you think? All right. Looks like everybody thinks that that's the right paper to use. So excellent. We like that. I do also have, let me see, I've got some white here that we can just punch out of just a scrap. I also have a circle that I cut out earlier, but it's going to be too big. So, all right, let's go Memento Black. The postage stamp punch, that's a good thought. Yes, we could do that. Let's have a look at that one. Going through my punches. I have not used this punch for quite a while, actually. So Stampin' Fussy Cut, I could do that too. Yep, there's a lot of options, isn't there? So you guys know all the options. Let's, you know what, this is probably going to be the right punch because we can change the shape, or sorry, change the size of it if we need to. I don't know if we need to, but let's give it a whirl and see how it goes. All right. So I'm going to, if I put this, yeah. All right. So after my big day on, oh, I better go the right way. That would be good. And I've gone a little bit too far from the corner, so I'm going to have to snip a little bit off. Let's try that. All right. See, it's a little big, but I can make it smaller. So you guys have probably seen me do this before. It's a great way if you want to make a smaller shape, you can. All right. So see how we've left a lot here at the top. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I always keep some Post-it notes handy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on the Post-it note, and that gives us like a little handle to put this back in, And then we can make it smaller. So let me put this back in so that it matches up. And because Post-it note paper is so thin, you can go through that layer quite easily. And see, now we have a smaller one. Okay, did you see how I did that? You're not impressed with that one. That's okay. You know what? I know not everyone's going to love everything that we have and not everything that we do. So I'm going to pop this right here. Or maybe I put it in the middle. I don't know. Should I go left? Should I go right? Or should I go in the middle? What do you guys think? Let's put this down. It's okay, Sunny, because it's not my absolute favorite set either. I'll be really honest with you. But it's still good to have something to show, and, it's when we do stuff together that people get an idea of what they like and what they don't. I'm more of a, I love my flowers. I love scenes, and we're going to do scenes next. So stick around for that. I promise it'll be worthwhile. Center, not middle, right. All right, so we've got lots of people saying lots of things. Cindy was first by saying right. So Cindy, it's yours. You're going to get the say in that one, just like that. All right, and I do feel like it needs a ribbon or something, and I'm looking to see. We could add something with colour, but I'm thinking we'll stay neutral with this. And I'll tell you what would be good. You know our black glittery ribbon that we have? I think everyone knows the one I mean. That would probably work. Or we could use some twine, some linen thread. That would also look good. But this is the black glittery ribbon, this one here. Does everyone know what I mean? And that might look quite nice. We could even tie a bow with it. So let's just do a little knot. I think we'll keep it really simple. And then we'll call this a finished card. I'll add it to a card base. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I've got my ribbon scissors here. Couldn't find those the other night. Sometimes they abscond on me and I can't find them. Okay, so what we did was we used this paper to create a card. We used our blends just to show you something different and something new, okay? And we can always, I'll pop that on a white piece. Got a piece of basic white card base here. Let's flip that over. And Sunny, you're not alone. Most people most of my customers seem to prefer like soft designs. They like flowers. They like bright stuff. This is probably not the favorite of most of my customers either. Okay, so you're not alone. That's okay. But I will be using a lot of this black and white paper for different things. And I did use it for a tulip card the other day that some of you may have seen. It has purple tulips on it. But the black and white papers are quite stunning. And if you like black and white, then this is probably going to be something you might look at and go, okay, I can make good use of that. You certainly don't have to use it with the blends or the stamp set. Okay, so there we go. I might add some bling to that. There we go. Can't beat twine. I know twine is awesome. Red ribbon would have looked okay too, but I'm just worried it might have added a little bit too much. I'm not really wanting it to go bright. So there you go. There you go. Like the black and white B-sides, I agree. Yep. So it sounds like a lot of us feel the same way about it. It's not our favorite ever, but we like the black and whites. So there we go. Let's pop that one out of the way. Here you go. Here's the one I'm talking about that I did the other night with this paper. So it's the same paper that I just used I just used some of the black and whites, and I added the tulips. This is actually for a team challenge over on my team page. So the challenge for our girls this month is black and white with pop of color, and this was my sample card for that challenge. Does anyone here like challenges? Let's pop these couple of things away, and let's do a different card. Okay. I thought I might have a little bit of fun with a couple of things tonight, but I do want to show you a different DSP pack, and it's this one. This is called New Horizons. New Horizons 6x6 designer series paper, and the colors in this paper: Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, Garden Green, Misty Moonlight, Old Olive, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. There's a lot of color in here. Okay, lots and lots. Anyone got this paper yet? It is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'm a big challenge girl too. Give me a challenge. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I liked it with the tulips, Katrina. I thought it was well, actually they're not dots, Megan. So these are little tiny hearts. It's a bit hard to see them. Let's see if I can bring it up close enough that you can see them. Can you see that they're hearts? And then we've got dots here. So it looks like small dots and big dots, but it's actually big dots and hearts. So there you go. Something different. Yeah, I know this paper is beautiful. See, everyone's suddenly going, ooh, ah. If you haven't got it yet, this is definitely one you want to have a look at. I did a card the other night with it that some of you may have seen that I used the cactuses. So I had a cactus on a background with this. And so these are all like watercolored and photographed, beautiful artwork. And one side has kind of like an abstract kind of design, and the other one looks more like a scene. So you can add things to it. You can add, you know, trees and cactuses and all sorts of things. It's a lot of fun. There's 4 sheets of each. Okay, so this is the one I used with the cactuses the other night, which turned out really, really nice. And on the back of that, you got your, you know, abstract watercolor. Isn't it beautiful? Super, super nice. Love this paper. Right. I like some of these very abstract designs because it looks like you can kind of almost make up what you think it looks like. So this one, for example, this one looks like water over there in the background and sort of misty something going on here. And I reckon you could add a whole bunch of things. You could add some, you know, some grass or some trees or different things to it, and it's going to look beautiful. So absolutely gorgeous. There we go. This one, oh, that one has, sorry, I didn't show that one. That's sort of green abstract on the back. That's Evening Evergreen, that green. Once again, looks like water and some distant bushes. I look like I'd like to go fishing over there somewhere. I think that's quite beautiful. It is stunning. If you don't have it, definitely look at it. I will probably do a class at some point with the New Horizons suite because that's on my list of very, it would work very well for an online class. So when I'm doing an online class, I look for sets. There's the back of that one. I look for sets that you can easily send out all the pieces without there having to be a lot of stamping, and people can do their own stamping. So I love this pink. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And on the back, we've got purple. Isn't that nice? Blackberry Bliss actually is what that is. And then this one, who knows what that is, but I reckon I can make that into something. And on the back, we've got Pale Papaya. Yes, it's beautiful. So I think this is one that, you know, once you start making things with this, it's got to be, you've got to use it. It's just stunning. So like I said, there's 4 sheets of each, lots and lots of different designs. So 48 sheets all together, 6x6 paper. So it's actually the same quantity of paper as the 12x12 paper. You're getting the same amount of paper, but because it's seems like you're getting more design, or you are getting more designs. That's the other thing, because there's 4 sheets of each, but 48 sheets. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. More watery scenes over there in the distance. Now, this is the one I had out earlier. I had this piece out earlier. I was looking at that and thinking I'd like to do something with it. Let me find it. I want to show you. Okay. I want to show you something in a second. All right, let's. Oh, and the back of that could be, you know, mountains over in the background. And see how Oh no, it's just stunning. I love it. Love, love, love. There's nothing else for me to say about this paper. It's just beautiful. All right. So this one looks like it could be in space somewhere. Don't you think you could do like some sort of spacecraft on that one? Looks like a galaxy or something in the back. Yes, I'm going to be doing an online class with this. Probably, I haven't worked out how that's going to work yet, but stay tuned. I was going to do it next month, but probably I'll be doing Waves of the Ocean next month. If that paper comes in time and we're able to get it, then that's my preference to do that class. So, yeah. I know some of them do, like the Coral Island. You could add palm trees. You can do all kinds of things. So, yep, or you just add a sentiment. Exactly. Card is done. Sentiment, bling, ribbon, and card done. You are correct. Yep. I know. Everyone loves it. All right. So I have one of the sets that's in the catalogue is the Grassy Grove. And some of you may have seen, I did this card. It's a diorama card, very simple diorama card. And I used the marvelous paper and then I sponged over the bottom of it. So it's pink marvelous paper, but I sponged the bumblebee over the bottom to make it look like a sunset. Okay. And it turned out really, really pretty. And it folds flat to go into an envelope and it's kind of cool. So there's a video. If you want to see how I did this, I did do a video tutorial with it a few weeks ago. Okay. However, what I realized was this paper at that point wasn't available in Australia, but how nice if it had been, because look what you can do. So I just want to show you how this, if I was to put this behind, make it look like a sunset, or I can push it up further and you've got a scene. Look how nice it looks through the trees. Doesn't it look fantastic? Super, super easy. And there was a few of them in particular that I thought, oh, that's really nice. And each one would give you a totally different look. Look at that. You've got water over there in the distance. Looks really beautiful. Oh, could be a Viking storm. Yes, you are correct, Megan. Very nice. I know. Doesn't this look good doing it like this? I liked this one. All of them. They all look so, so good. And then by using a different part of the paper, you can get a different look. We've got water, but we could also have the water down really low and have more of the sky. So, you really get to sort of play around with how this would look through those trees a little bit. But you could use any stamps or dies in front of them, of course. Now, there is one. Oh, I like the pink too. Pink and black always looks stunning, don't you think? For that. That's really lovely. No, I like it like that. So there was one that I like better than all of them, and I'm almost to it. Let me just find it. So all of these would work in this, but the one I really like, this one, I just thought that was gorgeous with the pink in the sky and the blue mountains, and it looks like there's snow on top of those mountains. Reminds me of Alaska, right? And if I put this in, you can see it looks beautiful just like that. But when I put the hills up, how nice. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I love it. So I do have the Vikings. Did you not see me do Viking cards last weekend, Jenny? You must have not been around. So there you go. You missed it. You'll have to go back and watch those replays. So yes, Vikings was last week, as Megan just noted. Yeah. So I wanted to show you that paper tonight. We can do a card with it. I'm tempted. The other paper that I had out to maybe show you was the tulips, the flowering fields paper, but maybe we'll do that next time. And maybe we'll do this one now. Okay. So did that inspire you, just looking at all those different things through the Grassy Grove dies? I just think it's so pretty and so easy. Oh my goodness. Simple, simple, simple. All right, so let's have a little play and let's do similar to what I did a few weeks ago. I'm actually going to add cactuses to one of these. Okay, I haven't decided which one yet, but let's have a little play with this. This is a fun set. It's called Cactus Cuties. Okay. I know the dies look so good, even though they're not meant to go together with this paper. And the dies and the stamps that do go with this paper, I haven't got them yet, but they're coming. So like I said, I'm going to be doing a class with those down the track, but they weren't on my first list because we didn't have the paper yet, but now that the paper's in, I will get them. All right, so the Cactus Cuties is super, super, super fun. Okay, it's a happy set, and I love the sentiments. We've got hope your day is on point. I mean, that's really cute. And just a note and hello. Okay, so all really, really, really cute, and you can stamp them and use them in their own right. But there are actually this one with the dotty sort of cactus, this one here, and yeah, those two, and this little one here actually fits with the punch. So let me quickly grab that. There's the punch. Okay, so these are a bit of fun. So let's have a little bit of fun with them. Let me grab some white scrap. All right, and we're going to start with, I'm going to put a couple of these on and we'll actually build these up. But hopefully you can see these are a lot of fun. They work so, so well. I'm going to use just A for my little one because it's tiny. And if we decide, shall we do it? There's another A there, and I'm going to use that for the, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about cutting, because when I actually have this little tiny one here that is nice for the flowers. You can stamp the flowers, but there's this cute little one that actually punches them out as well. So the other thing is, if I wanted to, I could do this. Maybe I should do this on, yeah, I'm going to go with soft succulent because this is actually the color green that's in this paper. So let's start with that. We've got Evening Evergreen, which stamps really nice on soft succulent. So let's go with that. Now, my Evening Evergreen is quite dark, as you can see. So I'm going to do the second one. And I actually think I might like that better. I think maybe this is too dark. So let's have a look. This one or this one? Yeah, I'm going to go the light. Oh, I don't know. If I decide I'm going to go, depends on which paper I go. If I go on this paper, I probably do want it to be dark because I want to stand out against this green. The one I did last time was this one, so I'm going to do a different one this time. I want to go with something that looks like it's a little bit deserty, and that's why I chose this one. It didn't look to me like it was too watery. This one I think would work, this one at the front. Let's have a look through. This one would probably work, but it could be water, that blue. I don't really want cactus by the water. I want cactus. That one would work. I want cactus in the desert or in a kind of a, not a watery area. And a lot of these particular designs do feel, oh, look at that one. I don't think we looked at that before. Isn't that beautiful? But not for cactuses. All right. So I think this one, or I could use this one again. This one? Cut them both. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If I'm cutting them both, I want to start at the right because see how this one here, it's going to cut. If I cut this one first, it's going to mess up this one. So I want to start here on the right so that I save my paper. Okay. And then punch. And then I can move over and punch the other one like that. So we have one here, and then we'll work out which one we like best later. Okay. And I'm going to do a couple more of these. Let me have a look here. Now, I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to separate them a little bit so that so I'm not going to be punching on two. I messed it up a tiny bit, but it doesn't matter. This is a very forgiving stamp, a very forgiving punch as well. So, all right. And what I did on my last one, and I'll probably do it again, is I did some dark, some light, so that it looked like my cactus had a bit more, it was a bit more interesting. Whoops, that one I think shot off onto the floor. There we go. There it is, found it. Oh, was that it? No, that is not it. It did fall onto the floor. Doesn't matter. Oh, there's another one. They go everywhere. All right. So we can build this a number of different ways. I mean, we can even, you know, you could even have 2 lots of cactuses like that if you wanted to, but I don't. And I can have, the nice thing is you can kind of, your cactus is going to end up looking however you want it to look. You know, you can kind of build it in any way or shape. Cut them both. New Horizons. Yes. Kay, it's called New Horizons. Marcy answered the question. I know, right? There's so many beautiful things in this catalogue, Marcy. I totally agree. And I wish papers carried over, but they normally don't. Almost never. We did have one carryover last year, the annual catalogue, the In Good Taste paper, that big double pack with all the wood grains. That's been in for 2 catalogues now. That's actually very unusual. All right, so I'm thinking this is going to look rather good somewhere on here. So let's have a little play with it. And as you can see, if you kind of, see, that one might need to be darker. But anyway, I'm actually going to cut this down. And I like the fact that we've got like a sunset going on here. Let's move the paper out of the way. Much as I love looking at it, I just need it out of the way because it keeps distracting me. All right, let's get our trimmer. And I've got a bit of a something going on up here. So let me have a look and see how much I'm going to need to cut that off. We'll just use the other side. That's okay. And I'm going to go 9.5 centimeters for those of you with metric. And will I cut more off the sky or more off the ground? Do we want more sky or more ground? I think we want more sky because it's so pretty, right? I'm going to go 13.8. Yep, I think that was the right decision. And then we get to choose what color do we want to have behind here. We've got lots of options. So, you know, there's the pinks and there's the coral, there's the greens, there's lots and lots of colors that we can choose. So let's start building our cactus. And I'm thinking he might need to go here. These 2. Well, I want to go this way. It reminds me, for those of you who come from country New South Wales, it reminds me of prickly pear. Remind anyone else of prickly pear? Now, we have this beautiful color in here. This is, I believe, polished pink, and then we have Calypso Coral. I think, and there's a little bit of fresh freesia. I think, what color flowers do we want? Would fresh freesia work? Do we want fresh freesia for our flowers? Because I'm thinking that might be nice. Let me see if I got some scrap. I think I do. Yep, I do. There's a scrap piece. So when you cut this, you'll see there's little weeny tiny flowers down the bottom. I'm going to cut 2. And another one there. I'm trying to be frugal and just cut it from the corner. So this is going to go, it doesn't show up very much against this. I might need to go darker because it doesn't show, it looks good down here, but it doesn't show up very well against the sky, does it? So basically what we're doing with this is we're letting the DSP do most of the talking. We're not really adding a lot to it. It's just, it's a really simple card because the DSP is so beautiful. So I'm actually, now I've cut that fresh freesia, I'm thinking the color here is all right, but here it's not, unless I change where that goes a little bit. Now I can't find the flower. It flew off in somewhere. Oh. No, let me try again. So the flower is the only one that's a bit hard to cut. And that's because it's sort of sitting right up the back there. That actually is okay. What do you think? Yeah, actually maybe a freesia card base would be good because it's going to match in with this, right? All right, so we can put it on flat, but I think I'd like to put it on dimensionals. It's going to make it stand out a little bit more, of course. So let's whack a couple of dimensionals behind there. And I'm just going up a little tiny bit from the bottom. You can, of course, add, and there is a punch for it, you can add a pot, but I don't need mine in a pot. Mine's actually in the ground. But, you know, totally up to you. Will we use a mini? I think I'll use a mini behind this one. So who's convinced this is beautiful paper? Because I know I am. I just, as soon as I saw it, I loved it. But when I got it, it's like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And I'm actually going to put the top one on. Oh, I was going to do flat, but I'm not. I'm going to, it's dimensionals all the way. And then this little guy, I think he should probably go on flat. So let's whack a little bit of Tombow behind him. You can't go wrong with that. Let's put that just there. Push it down. Okay, and this one, it's going to go this one flat. By having them different heights, it kind of adds to the look of it. Tombow's great for little things, little tiny things like this that you want to position, but you don't have much room to work with. The glue is great for that. There we go. Prickly pear all around. There you go. Oh, you know what? We never did that. It was just a pest on our farm. All right. So I'm kind of liking this. Now, when it comes to our sentiment, we've got, like I said, we've got Just a Note, we've got Hope Your Day is on Point, and we've got Hello. I think one of these two. And we can stamp it on something and put it on top, or we can stamp straight on the background. The nice thing about stamping on the background is if then I decide I don't like it, then we can stamp on something else and whack that over the top. Shall we try on the base first? What do you guys think? You want to go on the base, or shall we go on to something else? And then I have to choose what color I would like to go around this. We've got a few options. Let's look at Fresh Freesia first, because that was suggested. Here's one. What do you think about that? Do we like that color? I think I do. I think that looks rather nice. Yep, let's do it. On the base, says Marcy and Jody. Yep, all right, let's try that. It's a bit sad to cover up this beautiful pink design on the back, isn't it? No one's ever going to see that. I'll just have to use a bit of it on something else. All right. There we go. That's looking nice. I like it. And which one are we going to go with? Did anyone choose? Do we choose? I'm looking back up. Looking back up. Oh, I don't think anyone's picked one. It's a noxious weed in New South Wales. Yes, it is. That's interesting, Bronwyn. Yeah, that is really interesting. I know it was a weed where I came from. So are we going with the day on, Hope Your Day is on Point, or Just a Note? Both are really nice. Just a Note, says Marcy. Marcy's the first, so that's the one we're going to go with. Just a Note. And I don't feel like it, because of the paper being so stunning, I don't feel like it needs a ribbon or anything like that. I think it is just fine as it is. Well, it wants to stick to my finger. I'm going to use a little block. So this is, which block is this? This is G block. Now I'm thinking, I'm leaning towards going Evening Evergreen, or I could go Soft Succulent for my, so Evening Evergreen is the dark green for the words, or we could go Soft Succulent. I think they both would stand out on this color if I'm going up here. Which way will we go? We go dark or lighter? Evening Evergreen or Soft Succulent? EE or SS? What do you guys think? It looks, if you came in towards the end of this video and you didn't see me put this together, it really looks like I've been really clever and done some amazing artistic stamping. But, okay, so Just a Note was the choice. And then Lynn Price is first in with Evening Evergreen. So that's the way we're going to go. Thanks, Lynn. That's nice of you. All right. But yeah, if you came along, you'd think I'd done this amazing background and some sort of incredible technique to create this card. All it is DSP with a cactus on top. That's it. It's nothing special. All right, I'm going to bring my head in. My apologies if you are seeing the back of my head right now, but I kind of figure that's the only way I can truly get it straight. All right, just like that. Oh, that looks good. Doesn't it look nice? On the base was definitely the right choice. Love, love, love it. Do we need a bit of twine? Do we need anything? Do you think we need anything at all? Or do you think we're finished? What do you guys think? It is a tough one. Agreed. Marcy, that's exactly what I was thinking. Both those ideas have their merits. One, more contrast is definitely awesome, and so is a little bit softer. Yep, I think it turned out right. So, bling, says Megan. We need bling. And what do you think? Do we need gold or do we need good old rhinestones? You know, the new iridescent rhinestones that I'm so hung up on. We've also got gilded gems. So I've got some gilded gems here, which are the gold, which always are nice. And then in a second, I'm going to find my rhinestones because they're right here somewhere when I find them. Or we could just go with our gilded gems. Then I haven't got to look for my rhinestones. Someone put me out of my misery. I literally had them just before. Oh, also, we could also do, here's another choice. In-color gems. So we've got in-color gems in the right colors. We've got gold. They both look really good. Bling, bling, bling like it is. Rhinestones, says Megan. Iridescence. Rhinestones, says Michelle. Come on, guys. I don't know where they are, but I will find them because they're not far away. I just had them literally before I started this video, so I know they're close by. I just have obviously put something on top of them. Pebbles. You know, I don't have the pebbles. I have not purchased those yet. They're on my list of things to possibly purchase. Surprisingly enough, a lot of people get really surprised when I say I don't have something. They go, what, don't you have everything? No, absolutely not. Because if I had everything, I would also be very broke. There goes all my profits, right? Here are my rhinestones. Found them. Not gold, says Jody. Okay, so we're not going gold. But we're having some people choose iridescent rhinestones and some people choosing, well, I mean, they're both going to look good. Iridescent rhinestones go with everything, right? They are my absolute favorite embellishment at the moment, and these have been my long-term favorites. So between these two, we have just about everything covered. Okay, if you're looking for good embellishments to add to your collection, definitely think about the iridescent rhinestones. They're in the Sweet Talk suite in the new catalog. Absolutely beautiful, and they've got like blue and pink and lots of different colors, and they go with everything. They come in 3 sizes: large, medium, and small. And you can see I've chopped up this one because I used it for a class. But then we've got our gilded gems, which go with everything that those guys don't. So between those two, I reckon we have everything covered. But these are very nice. And I've got a few people asking for in color and pink, polished pink. Okay, Bronwyn, I'm going to go with that. So it will stand out quite nicely against this color too, I think. So we've got 2 sizes in these. And let's have a little guy up here near the Just a Note. Yep, I think that was a good choice. The pink in color gems are really quite pretty. Very, very nice. All right, so this is going to end up on a card base. We did 2 totally different cards tonight, didn't we? I mean, could you be more different than these 2? How different are they? All right. So this one is to show you the beautiful black and white paper, the DSP that we have with the Altogether suite. And then this one is to show you the absolutely stunning New Horizons paper. Both totally different, both totally stunning, both of them. And I think no matter which one, or if you get both, you know, whichever one you end up getting, you're going to be able to make a million beautiful things out of it. The nice thing about this paper, because this is my personal favorite of these ones, is the fact that you can create so many different looks with it. So you can, you know, whack it behind some trees like what we did here with the Grassy Grove dies, or you could, you know, add trees over the top. We've got some in the annual catalogue as well, and we've also got the palms. I was thinking before that the palms would be really nice. Those Paradise Palms dies, they would look really, really great with some of these, especially the watery papers. I think they would look really beautiful, and I might have to do a few cards with those. We'll have to have some play time with these New Horizon papers. Okay, so how do we go tonight? Did we go good? Do you think I need the pebbles, Marcy? 5 packs. See, they haven't been out of stock here, I don't believe. I don't think we have had them. It's amazing how different the stock levels are for our market and other markets, whether it be Europe or whether it be the US or Canada, because you guys are able to get things that we can't get and vice versa. So we already have the new kit, which is the magnet board kit. That is gorgeous, and I showed that last week. But I don't think that's available in the US yet. So we actually have something for a change that nobody else has. So there we go. Oh, Michelle, I wish you were too. I am so grateful for my team. I'm going to bring myself back on screen. See, here I am. I am just so grateful for my team. If you are thinking of joining Stampin'Up, then definitely look for a team to join. Look for a group that looks out for each other, because the Stampin'Up community is amazing. The whole community is amazing internationally, but also individual groups. I have an absolutely fabulous group of crafters, and we have our own Facebook group, and every now and then we have little get-togethers or games nights or things like that we do, and it really has been fantastic through this pandemic to be able to still connect with other people even when we're stuck at home. So I'm very grateful for that. Yes, I know you're a bit jealous of the magnet board. Sorry about that. But it's pretty fun. I've had a little play with it. Not too much. I'm taking it, was meant to take it to a scrapbook group. I have a scrapbook class every 2 months. It was meant to be last week. And then because a lot of people couldn't make it because of our current situation, we decided to move it by a month. So now I'll have that beginning of next month. That's up in the Hunter Valley for anyone who likes to scrapbook. Okay, all right, so I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend wherever you are and whatever you're doing. If you're still on your weekend, continue to enjoy it. And, you know, during the week, like I said, I've got a video coming out sometime. I've been talking about it for about 2 weeks now, but I am doing something with the ladybugs. Also, next Friday night, I'll be here. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, because that's where you can get notified of when I'm going live or bringing out new things. And also, if you're on Facebook and you're in Australia, consider joining my private VIP group, because that's where I do giveaways and all that kind of stuff. So it's Linda Doggy's private VIP group, Stampin' Group. You will find that if you go looking for it. I hope everyone is well. Have a great weekend for what's left of it, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.